Today, we're going to switch up your whole mindset around the word retirement, all right? So, coming from two people that worked in corporate America, we've been entrepreneurs, we work with a lot of people that want to live a better life, they want to build businesses, they want to live a life of freedom. I think our view of the word retirement has changed over the last 4 or 5 years. And so we want to share something with you that could possibly help you switch some ish up.
Yeah.
All right. So before we dive in, all right, if you're new, make sure you get subscribed. We give away free stuff that can help you live a better life, build a better business. All right. If you're not new, welcome back. Okay.
Sorry.
Let your hair down for this episode. Okay. Oh, yes. In some cultures, the word retirement actually means like death, and it does.
Does it?
Did not. Fun fact. Who knew?
You?
I did. A lot of Asian cultures, they don't use the word retirement because they feel like it the meaning of the word is like taking on like death. And
Asians
just kind
are
of
smart.
They're smart.
Asians are smart.
They smart though.
That's why most of them have a lot of money.
And they live till like they're 120. Anyway,
we're trying to build our Asian subscriber.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
This is targeted for all. But I think like watching, just for instance, like watching my dad. My dad worked for Walmart for like 33 years. He busted his ass for that company. He did everything that you're supposed to do in terms of like going up the corporate ladder, doing everything, and then he retired at 55, but he didn't really have, I think he was working so hard that he didn't allow himself to get into that purpose of like, well, what do you want to do after you're done working your job, not retiring? I think the goal is to never retire, right?
Yeah, I would say the goal is to do something that you love doing. So yeah, you don't feel like, oh, I have to do this until this age.
Yeah.
And then whatever, like, do something, even if it is in the corporate world or whatever, like do something where you just love it and like you're not looking forward to that one day that you can stop doing it.
Yeah, and then because I think what hurt my dad was when the day he retired, he just stopped doing things because he was just so burnt out and just so tired that like you just stop altogether. And like I don't think that's healthy for anybody to just stop. I think as humans we're meant to move and we're meant to like create an impact. You look at John Maxwell, like dude's 80 years old.
Yeah.
And
he's just still crushing it, like enjoying his life, just being
doing what
like
he wants,
pouring out so much into so many people from things that he's gone through. And he like he's not talking about like, oh, I can't wait till next year when I can retire.
Right.
Like he's gonna do it until he dies.
Right. And so even if you work a corporate job, like I think what we're trying to say is like find something that you love so much that even if you stopped working, I think we use the word retire. Like you should use the word retire from things that aren't serving you anymore.
Yeah.
Like if working a job is not serving you anymore, then yeah, you probably should retire from that. But like, for me, retired from working in corporate America, but like what we do now, we'll never retire from. I don't think. And if it stops serving us for what we are doing now, then we will say, oh yeah, we retired from that, Like
even if it's something like simple, like the first thing that comes to mind is like someone that works at a flower shop. Like a lot of women or whoever love that job. Like they love doing it. So even if it's like working at a flower shop, but you love doing that every day and like, putting together bouquets and it's something that you just want to do until the day you die, then keep doing it. Like you don't have to retire from it because it's something that you love to do every single day.
I think it adds more life to you.
Yeah.
Like
happiness and just
I think that people that get there live longer. Shannon Hoverson was on our podcast, and she talked a lot about Mark. Mark Hoverson, when he found out he had cancer, had 30 days to live and lived for 5 years.
Yeah.
And he did everything he wanted to do until that. He was doing Facebook Lives, helping people, talking about just hardcore life stuff until the day he died.
Yeah, because he loved doing what he did. Like, he just continued to do it, and it kept him alive, and it kept him and his family in this positive state and, like, happiness that they got to spend together, because he was still just doing everything that he's been doing because he loved it.
So I think the big question is, well, how do I get there? Like, okay, I get that. Because most people are probably like, well, hell, I would love to do something that I love to do.
Right.
But, like, how do you get there? I think the big answer is, like, well, most people just aren't doing anything. They're just so afraid to do they're so afraid to do something, whether it's failure or what somebody else is going to say, that you end up doing nothing. And it's okay to, like, do something and be like, oh, I hated doing that, or that wasn't for me, or I don't like that. Like, you tried, last night you tried that, what was it, dirt beat?
Oh, yeah, that was gross.
Don't try golden beets.
Well, what was it called?
It was golden beet.
Golden beet. Okay, so we went to this pizza place, and I wanted to try something different. So there was this pizza with everything else sounded good except these golden beets, and I was like, well, what are those? And the lady was like, they taste like dirt. I don't like it, but I'll
Still
bring.
tried it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I needed to make sure if I liked it.
No, that was the point.
You wouldn't have tried it.
I did not want to try it,
but I try things at least once.
But see, I didn't even have the desire to do that. Like, I had no desire. Like, that pizza wasn't even on my list. You know what I'm saying? So that pizza was on. This is a great lesson.
I should have just got the pizza without the dirt beets.
I don't know. Thinking about it now, I don't know why.
I was like, okay, well, I'll just get this whole different pizza.
You just said I loved everything. And everyone's like, did you get? So you got the pizza without the golden beets, right?
I did not. I didn't.
Different. Went a completely different direction.
Didn't even think about it. Anyways, they were gross.
We'll go back.
Well, maybe you like them. Try them.
Yeah.
Golden beets.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. Try those dirt beets. Somebody out there likes golden beets, damn it. They wouldn't be.
They put them on pizza.
Yeah, God made them. People still grow them.
Anyways. Yeah. We got off track a little bit.
I'm going to bring it back on the road. But, I think if you try different things, you figure out, you know what, I don't like the golden beets. That's cool. I did it. I have an experience with it. And now I can move on. And then guess what? You'll find your pizza that you love.
And just be open to grow and to do things that, that you haven't done. Or like if you, like I clear my mind a lot when I go for walks. And I feel like God talks to me a lot during those walks that I take. And just different ideas will start popping up in my head. So like I'll try something. And if I don't feel like doing that every day for the rest of my life, it's not something I'm going to pursue doing. Like, just try new things and like just take direction and ask for direction. Like, you'll find like your shit. Like, you'll find it. Even I mean, when we went ziplining, like those people that worked at the ziplining place loved it. Like, they love their job. They're like, I love being here. I love meeting new people. I love taking people on this adventure. Like, they want to do it every single day, so they're not like waking up and like, oh, I have to go to work. Like, they're super excited about it. So just try new things and find that thing that excites the shit out of you every day.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, don't settle. Just don't ever settle. There's so many ways to make money out here. There's so many ways to make an impact, and you're taking away days of your life. If you're settling for something. So if you feel like you're settling for something, I think there are times where you just kind of, there are times in seasons in your life that you are going to have to do things that you may not necessarily want to do or love doing, but in the pursuit, because I truly think that success is a journey. Success is actually the path, not the destination. And so if you feel like you're on that path, that's the win. You won.
Yeah, and just I want to off of that real quick. Like if you do have to work at a job that you don't particularly like, just know that it's not like end all be all or whatever that saying is. Like it's temporary until you're able to do this other thing that you love every single day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, make a goal. Like, okay, you know what? I'm going to work at this job for a year, 2 years, 3 years, but I'm also going to be working on this other thing that I love to death. And so when I get to this point, I can finally leave this thing that is making me miserable. And like, once you have that goal and like you have that deadline, like, it's not gonna be so bad because there's an end or light at the end of the tunnel or whatever. Trying
like
to
when you're
say all these phrases
when you're
that
working,
I don't really know.
When you're working on things that you love, though, when you're working on things that you love,
sorry, my hair is getting in my
it's okay.
nerves.
No, it's okay.
It's just, I'm like, I've been touching my hair the whole time. And it's getting on my nerves. Okay.
When you're working on something that you love, even if you work 10, 12, 13 hours a day, like, you'll muster up the energy to do it. You know what I mean? That's where you find, like, okay, I can go to work for somebody else, you know, work this job, work these 2 jobs, and still find an hour a day to work your business or do whatever or build your brand or get your message out there, because you don't have to like find that energy all the time. It's in there. You may have to kind of like, refocus, just to kind of get it back, but it's in there. So get on the pursuit of finding the thing you love.
And soak up all the lessons to learn along the way. Like, even if it is a job that you don't like or whatever you have to do, you got to do what you got to do. But if it is a place, like, there are lessons to be learned still daily. If it's like how you can pour into a negative person if they need your help, or I don't know, there's lessons along the way. Like, you are learning things daily. And so don't just sit there and like be mad about being there. Just like, God, what can I learn today? How can I serve today?
Yeah.
I am here, and I'm here to let you work through me. And so just do that every single day, and it'll go by fast. Like, as long as you're working on what you really, really want, trying new things, finding yourself, like, it'll go fast. And you don't have to wait until that like day of retirement and then die.
Yeah. So there is no more retirement, okay? The goal is to get you to a place where you don't have to retire anymore, all right? And if we can help you with that, let us know, all right? So leave a comment, all right? Connect with us on Instagram at ILC University. All right? If you're not subscribed already, make sure you press the subscribe button, hit the bell, all right? That way you don't miss any videos, all right? And make sure you click the description box, so we got free stuff down there to help you do better, all right? Just like you told Congo. Do better.
I said walk better.
Walk better, do everything better. Live better, all right?
Congo's our dog. Told him to walk better.
And he didn't.
Stupid dog.
He's a puppy. Jeez, give him a break.
He's almost a year.
Double peace.